it's just great. It's not the first time that I've won, but it means a lot. These awards mean a great deal because there are a lot of intermediaries in the healthcare community, and the competition every year that goes by really does get higher and higher and more difficult. Clients become more discerning, more demanding. Procurement managers, for example, become more and more involved, and so I'm just really delighted to win. That case study, well, that organisation was an interesting one because they had not used an intermediary for some years, I think 4 years, and it was a classic example of a scheme that was spiralling into problems in terms of escalating claims and lack of risk management, and it really exhibited the hallmarks of a classic scheme that needed correction. And we went through the options with the client, explaining what was possible, the costs and consequences from those actions, and the client made fully informed decisions. And they were actually a very conservative client in the legal profession, very conservative, and so they took the corrective action, and the scheme is now stabilised. And frankly, it's a textbook example, it really is, of a scheme that really was 3 years hence probably going to become unaffordable, and that came from the client. Well, actually the client said next year. My assessment is 3 years, so it was a pleasure to work on that. Frankly, it was. A client there didn't have an intermediary, and they were, with no disrespect to insurers, simply responding to basic claims data and renewal premiums from insurers, but they had no insight into what was happening in terms of the claims experience within the scheme and the drivers of the claims experience. And that's what we identified. The client understood in really quite simple terms, and once they'd understood that, they could make informed decisions going forward. And frankly, nothing would be better in 2 or 3 years' time to see that the scheme is A, still in existence, and B, that the percentage increase in renewal terms isn't the sort of figures that we've been seeing over recent years. Just depersonalising it, forgetting me and my company. A good intermediary will always add value and contribute and give guidance to clients, because without an intermediary, without an expert independent source of advice, a client simply is going to respond literally reactively to claims experience. I'm talking about the large corporate arena, claims experience, renewal premiums, without realising what are the drivers of that claims experience and those renewal premiums. And although it's not easy or the same format every time, experienced intermediaries can identify key claims drivers, help clients understand how they're affecting claims, and help them manage the risk and therefore the premiums going forward. So yes, they do contribute massively in terms of premium control. I really believe that, there's no question that a good intermediary can add huge value to a client. I suppose 3 ways. A, revealing alternative insurance providers, B, negotiating the best possible renewal terms, but C, probably most importantly, helping the client understand the key drivers of the risk going forward, and therefore managing those risk drivers. So I hate to say it, but I suppose it'd be quite good a year or two down the line to see a really good intermediary come along and win this award. Yeah.